Welcome and Namaste. So today I'm going to speak about and explain you in detail how to perform a puja. Puja means a ceremony or an act of worship that is done to honor and invoke the grace of different deities. The deities in the Indian tradition are basically personifications or embodiments of different universal energies. For example, the deity of Lakshmi is an embodiment of the universal energies of love, abundance and beauty. Often such pujas are described as remedies to transform and clean old karma and therefore to realign our life path in the palm leaf readings. And now I'm going to speak about and show you how you can actually perform such a puja even if you've never done it before and even if you have no idea about yoga or the Indian tradition in general. First of all, I really want to encourage you to perform these remedies. And you will see that doing so will really have a tangible effect on your life. I've personally observed that for myself and also seen that multiple times in the lives of other people as well. So one remedy that is very often prescribed is to perform a full moon puja to Shiva and Parvati. Shiva is an embodiment of consciousness or the divine masculine, while Parvati is an embodiment of cosmic energy and the divine feminine. And those two are basically the basic ingredients of creation, pure consciousness and energy. And the Indian tradition has personified them in a very beautiful way. And you're free to create such a puja, such a ceremony in any way that suits you. Now I'm just going to show you an example of how it can be done. The most important aspect though is that you use the mantras that are prescribed and recommended for those pujas, as the sound vibrations of the Sanskrit mantras are really what are going to invoke the very specific energy of those deities, of those universal energies. So I've already prepared in the background such a puja, and I'm using a picture of Shiva and Parvati, of consciousness and energy. And their mantras are Om Namah Shivaya for Shiva and Om Shaktiye Parashaktiye Namaha for Parvati. So as I said, you're free to perform such a ceremony, such a puja in any way that suits you. I really like to place a picture of the deities on a little altar or any place that I choose to perform the ceremony. It's also very nice to light a candle, maybe an incense, just to make sure you're in an undisturbed space and you can fully focus on that ritual. So the energy of performing a Shiva and Parvati puja usually has a very powerful effect on our spiritual life. It encourages us to do more spiritual practice. It gives us spiritual aspiration. But it also balances and harmonizes our relational field, both on the outside and also in the inside, as it balances and harmonizes our own inner masculine and feminine, consciousness and energy. In a moment, when I'm going to start the performance of the puja, I'm going to start with different opening prayers that are invoking the grace of the rishis that wrote the palm leaves for us. So I'm stating consciously, I'm performing this Shiva and Parvati puja as a remedy, and I give thanks to the rishis who prescribed this remedy for me, and I pray for the cleaning and transformation of old karma and for the strengthening of my spiritual aspiration. Then I'm going to perform the puja with the chanting of the mantras to Shiva and Parvati. I also really like to play some music in the background that puts me into a state of devotion to these deities, Shiva and Parvati. And then I can close again with some prayers of gratitude or simply sit in meditation for a certain period of time. And you can really feel the effect of the pujas afterwards on your state of mind, on your body, on your emotions. It's a very beautiful, touching experience. So I really hope that these explanations will give you some motivation to just give it a try and perform such a puja yourself, and to make sure you apply all the remedies that were recommended to you by the rishis in the palm leaf reading, and you will definitely see tangible effects, first of all on your inner universe, but also on the flow of your life. The main purpose of the palm leaf readings is to help you to realign your life on the inside and on the outside, and the application of the remedies, it's really what is going to make that happen. So may the blessings of Sri Agastya, the rishis, and of Shiva and Parvati be upon you. So on a very practical level, in order to perform such a puja, such a ceremony, I recommend you to print out a picture of the recommended deities, which you're also going to receive from us, and to place it on an altar or a place that you feel suitable to sit quietly, where you can really focus and be undisturbed. Create a beautiful space, switch off your phone, light a candle, put some music, and really make this a very sacred and special moment for yourself. It is also very important to understand that this is not a religious ceremony, it's a spiritual practice. That's a very different thing. You're not becoming a Hindu by performing such a puja, but you're applying a tantric, yogic practice that will bring tangible benefits on your state of mind, your emotions, your karma, and your life path in general. So in a moment, I'm going to perform an entire puja for Shiva and Parvati to demonstrate to you how it can be done. And please remember, you can do this in any way you like. It's just important that you use the right mantras. In this case, Om Namah Shivaya for Shiva and Om Shaktiye Parashaktiye Namaha for Parvati. I'm going to open and close the puja with a gong. Then I'm going to begin with speaking out some prayers of opening, of invocation. I'm going to say them out loud for you as an example. Of course, you can just do them internally in silence as well. Then I'm going to start chanting the mantras. I'm going to use what is called a mala that actually contains 108 beats. And I'm going to chant the mantra. I personally like to do such a mudra, a gesture with my hands that symbolizes like an act of offering, of worship, of devotion, but you can do it in any way you like as well. Then I'm going to close again with some prayers of gratitude. Maybe sit in meditation for a moment before I close the puja officially with the gong again. In gratitude for Sri Agastya, the rishis, all masters, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, I dedicate this puja to the awakening of divine consciousness and presence inside of myself, as well as in all beings in this universe. May through the performance of this palm leaf remedy, this puja, may there be a cleansing of all karma, a realignment for my life, so that the divine consciousness may express itself through my life for the benefit of all beings. I invite and invoke the presence of Shiva, pure consciousness, and Parvati, energy, in this space, in my life, in this universe. And I bow down in front of this magnificent divine creation. Shiva, pure consciousness, divine masculine, pure presence, spiritual aspiration, direction, clarity, supreme yogi, light of consciousness, I invoke you. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Parvati, Shakti, Divine Feminine, Universal Divine Energy of all creation, Pachamama Mother Earth, life itself, the very essence of this world, love. I bow down before you. I invite and invoke your presence in my life and in this universe. I honor you, life. I honor creation. Om Shakti Parashakti Namaha. 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 Shiva and Shakti, consciousness and energy, union and balance of divine masculine, divine feminine. I bow down before you. I give thanks to you for your presence in my life in this creation. And I pray for divine harmony, alignment of my own personal karma, as well as the happiness and well-being of all beings within this universe. May my spiritual aspiration remain strong. May my spiritual practice be the guiding light within my life. May I progress on my spiritual path and realize the divine self as the very essence of all of creation. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shakti Parashakti Namaha. Hmm.